And Jamie Reams set to kick it away. The 65th annual Southwestern Bell Cotton Bowl. Leonard Scott will take it from the 7. Good special teams coverage there by Kansas State. Defensively, the 4th-ranked unit in the nation. And a terrific front 4. Beisel, Fautafehi, a first-team All-American. Robinson and Johnson, who led him with 11 sacks. Linebacking core, the Big 12 Freshman of the Year, Terry Pierce. Carter and Butler, the corners. McGraw, a Manhattan native, is a free safety with Cooper, the strong safety.
See, these guys are locked up down here, man-to-man coverage.
3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground, stay with Henry, and he is denied the first down. Close to the 25, needed to get to the 26. So it looks as though Tennessee 3 and out on its opening drive. The senior quarterback out of Glendale, Arizona, is Jonathan Beasley. 20-4 as a starter since taking over for Michael Bishop 2 years ago. Up front, Stevenson, Evie, Cummins, Robertson, and Barnett. And keep an eye today on the wide receivers, Aaron Lockett and Quincy Morgan, 2 of the best in the land. Work in the community. So Kansas State play fake. Beasley rolling and throws. The catch made by Shad Meyer, the senior out of Pittsburgh, Kansas. Good enough for a first down to the 42. First down, Josh Scobie with a big hole up the middle, and Scobie close to midfield before being shot down out of the 48-yard line.
By that K-State O-line.
Option Beasley, a dangerous pitch. Scobie able to handle it and has a first down into Tennessee territory, shoved out of bounds at the 45.
Right here.
Natural gap, yeah.
In the option, here comes the reverse. Quincy with a lot of running room and a couple of men to beat inside the 30 and wrapped up down at the 28-yard line by Andre Lott. Surprise, surprise. Oregon only 3 rushes the entire year. Cartwright, the lone setback, 3 receivers set. And Beasley with lots of room across the 20 and close to the 10-yard line. Loss of 4, 2nd and goal for Kansas State, and Beasley under heavy fire, but finds room to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
That's his 18th. 18th on the ground, counting the regular season action. Boy.
They have an early 7-0 lead. 3rd possession for the Volunteers.
See all these safeties right here? They're going to have to throw that football.
Play fake, Clausen across the middle. The reception is made down to the 37-yard line. An outstanding catch it was by Eric Parker. 3 receivers at the top of your screen on a first down for the Volunteers at the 28-yard line. Great protection. And throwing into coverage, it's intercepted by Jeremitrius Butler. Miscommunication, it appeared there, between the quarterback and wide receiver, and Clausen throws it right into the arms of Butler. We give it to Scobie. First down and then some. Scobie turns the corner, crosses midfield, banged out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 3rd and 12, and Beasley. Good protection, wide open receiver, but the knee made contact with the ground, or that could have been a huge gain in the punt game against Oklahoma. Nope. Beautiful punt by Brown, and it takes a Wildcat roll inside the 5-yard line.
Field position, hidden yards, huge.
Henry trying to break it to the outside, and Travis Henry a first down across the 30-yard line. Lawson out of the shotgun, great protection, looking downfield, and the reception is made by Wilson. All the way to the 17-yard line. Lawson again to throw across the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee to David Martin.
Broken coverage there, Tim.
I think really more than just a linebacker not getting enough depth on that underneath route.
Big Michael Munoz along that front line of the Volunteers. Beasley looking to answer. Clausen has Morgan Kansas State.
Ooh, pitch and catch there.
Play 57 yards. Beasley hooking up with Quincy Morgan, and that is his 15th touchdown reception of the year.
There is a penalty flag, but it's holding on Tennessee that'll be declined. Kansas State will take the play because it's Quincy Morgan to the house.
Fake handoff to Cartwright. Beasley guns it across the middle. What a catch made by Brandon Clark. He caught 4 passes the entire year. He looked like Fred Bolitnikoff turning around to make that catch.
Boy, this makes your quarterback pretty doggone happy. You're going to see him right here. He's going to break in this in pattern right to the center of the field. Beasley throws it behind him. Beautiful effort.
He lined up basically as a tight end by position. He's a 6'3", 220-pound wide receiver. So, I mean, he is a type of tight end size guy, undersized tight end.
Hey, a guy does that, you get him the ball again.
Yep.
Beasley steps up, throws, looking for Morgan. The catch is made inside the 10. What a throw by Beasley.
And that, guys, is Kansas State at its best. Beasley averages almost 18 yards per completion. Kansas State gets the ball down the football field. They don't dink and dunk.
Hey, this is good coverage by Willie Miles from Tennessee. This is just a perfectly thrown pass. Look at this.
Right over the shoulder.
Before Beasley was ruled down.
He raked it out of there.
Blitz coming. They dump it off. And Morgan goes in for the Kansas State touchdown.
Wide receiver screen. He scored so many touchdowns on this. Almost half his touchdowns have been on the wide receiver screen.
You know, the thing I love about this play is the guts it takes for that wide receiver to come right into the center of the defense and run this thing. Changing up the protection.
Yep.
They barely got that play off. 3rd and 10, and down goes Clausen in the arms of
Johnson.
Yep, Chris Johnson getting his 12th sack of the year. 3rd and 10, Tennessee bringing, and again on the catch, it's Morgan, and has a first down across the 45. Another 3rd and long for Kansas State. Beasley steps up, throws across the middle, and another first down. This time to Aaron Lockett. Lockett a moment ago. Now 2nd and 8, the option to pitch to Scobie with room out in front, and he has a first down to the Tennessee 30.
Over 200 yards total, and we haven't hit halftime.
Screen, and it's intercepted off the batted ball. And racing down the sideline, Jabari Greer. No one's going to catch this guy. No penalty flags. Touchdown, Tennessee.
But they went to the well one too many times on this one because Tennessee picks up this wide receiver screen.
Tipped again.
Tipped again.
At the line of scrimmage. One tip went in their favor. This one went against them. Looked like Smith got his hand on it and tipped it. And once that ball was tipped, it's anybody's football, and Tennessee makes out on that one.
The big play the defense needed to get Tennessee back into this game.
3 receivers set for the Volunteers on 3rd down, and intercepted at midfield. And making the play is DeMarcus Fagan, the junior out of Irving, Texas. How about the homecoming for Fagan? Big play for both sides. 3rd and 7. And Beasley flushed out of the pocket. Wide open is Cartwright. And he rocks his way down to the 35-yard line and then some.
Rocks his way. That's strong, baby.
3-step drop throw to the far side. Lockett the catch, and he lost the football. The Volunteers, have they recovered it? Yes, they have. The hit made by Teddy Gaines, a junior corner.
Beasley, 34 touchdowns on the season, accounting for 3 more already in the first half of this game.
And Beasley on the carry, could go the distance with 1 man to beat. And he's knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
You're making the option whether to keep or to pitch it. Great decision.
42-yard gain and back to the ground. Scobie spins away from a tackler and carries to the 16.
Build the foundation with a good rock.
Ponderosa.
They stay on the ground. Scobie eludes one tackler inside the 15. Another first down.
Able to tackle Travis Henry.
The pitch to Scobie. He could go to the end zone and will. Touchdown, Kansas State. An absolutely dominant opening drive here to start the second half, all on the ground for the Wildcats. Josh Scobie has already rushed for better than 100 yards on just 15 carries. A 10-yard touchdown a moment ago. Look at that, averaging nearly 7 yards per carry.
The size of the hand. I mean, I don't think Clausen's having real trouble gripping the football, but the bigger hand on the quarterback, the easier to throw in this weather.
Clausen has missed on his last 6 attempts. Oh, throws the interception. McGraw picks it off across midfield and all the way down to the 28-yard line. The Manhattan, Kansas native, John McGraw. He had a 71-yard return for a touchdown against Colorado earlier this season and nearly brought this one back.
Well, McGraw reads this thing perfectly. Watch Clausen. He looks through the receiver down the whole way, and McGraw uses his speed to get across the field and leap up and make a great catch.
You know, people are probably wondering, how can he throw that ball? Well, he never did see McGraw. Never saw McGraw. Well, former a little bit disgusted, to say the least. At the next level, Newton was going to get it.
Scobie, another Kansas State first down. Beasley has thrown for a pair of touchdowns. He's rushed for 91 yards. The pitch to Scobie. Cuts it inside. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Rock was awesome. Took 2, didn't he? Bowling. He was like a bowling ball knocking pins down. Make that spare, Rock. Man.
2 touchdowns on 2 scoring drives, and not a single ball has been put in the air by Beasley.
Well, I'll tell you, Haw is very proud of Rock Cartwright right now, because this guy is, watch what right here. Check him out. Boom. Takes 2 down. 2 down. It's make that spare, Rock. He got the 7-10. He got them both.
He went from a shot put with hands, arms, and legs to a bowling ball with arms and legs.
Talked about these 2 programs coming into the game. And you see what Kansas State has done. The 3rd best winning percentage since 1996. Behind only Florida State and conference rival Nebraska. Let's go downstairs once again, and Brian Baldinger.
Now, standing down here in front of the Kansas State Army that travels so well with this football team, they haven't sat down the entire game. They were allowed at 12,000 seats. They sold out immediately. They gave them 3,500 more that they could buy, and they've been walking up all week long during the snowstorm and the ice storm down here in Dallas to purchase more tickets. Great support from the Kansas State Wildcats fans.
You know what, Baldy? Back in 1996, Kansas State comes to play in the Cotton Bowl against BYU, and they bring 50,000 fans from Manhattan. Unbelievable.
I saw it up close and personal on their trips to Phoenix and the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, every time you turned around, there was a car with a purple flag on it, driving around the area, making the trip all the way out to the Grand Canyon State. And when you look like that, you know you're ready, whether it's in warm, sunny Arizona or cold Dallas in this Cotton Bowl. Second down give is to Henry, and he breaks a tackle and could go the distance. Travis Henry to the 20, the 10, touchdown for the all-time leading rusher in Tennessee Volunteer history. 81 yards. Onside kick, and a nice bounce, but leaping into the air to get it, Milton Proctor in Kansas State will get the football.
It's a heck of a run.
Wilberson fakes a pitch, stays on his feet, breaks a couple of tackles. That's what you were talking about, and what they're looking forward to perhaps next year should Roberson win the starting job. Mike Dunn will come in as a junior college transfer.
And Bill Snyder's about to get wet.
Here we go.
He's not going to like this a bit, because it's a little chilly willy out there.
It's more than a little chilly.
he's going to be. That heart's going to race a little bit on him.
And look at his senior die shot cutter. He's
He was totally unsuspecting. He got drilled. The Iceman knocked his glasses off. Oh, man, he got crushed, but he's happy. That's the best formation in football, the genuflect. Take a knee and leave the field.